The Navy and the Marine Corps called it the SNJ. The Royal Canadian Air Force and the Royal Air Force called it the Harvard. It was indeed an institution of higher learning. It was an advanced trainer. The last type of aircraft that a cadet would see is the 3 phases of training before he would move on to high-performance aircraft. But on the takeoff roll, and now with the runway below him and the wheels tucked up, he's in the air coming through at about 140 miles per hour. Please welcome, with the smoke on, Bill Leff, from the city that taught the world to fly. Watch for the nose to come up as he does the Texan roll on takeoff. Now we're going to say hello to Bill Leff right now in the aircraft. And Bill Leff, welcome to Oceana. Well,
hello, Rob Reider.
Hello, Bill Leff. Welcome to Oceana.
Oh, what a great day to fly an air show here. It's getting a little windy, but what a great day. It's a little clouds to help keep the sun off the folks.
Yeah, it's going to keep us a little cooler. Well, let's take a look at what you've got for us in your North American Texans. Now, as Bill goes into the first maneuver, this is called the barrel roll, using the throttle, the ailerons, the rudder, and the elevator. You start and stop at the same altitude and airspeed. But Bill's got to fly this aircraft 2 hands on the stick. It's a big airplane, 5,500 pounds there. And Bill, how's that 2 hands on the stick going in your Texans?
Oh, we're doing pretty good. This is a lot of airplane to handle this turbulent air up here. We're going to do a slow roll for you next, as we use energy management to gain a little more altitude during each maneuver.
The slow roll, very challenging with the stick and rudder. This is Bill's second Texan. If you've seen him here fly here before, you may remember that it was a very shiny Texan.
We're going to do a Cuban 8 for you, so you can tell the folks all about how that got its name.
I will do that, Bill. But this is Bill's second Texan. The first one, he encountered an engine failure and had to put it down in a field, so he's got this one going.
We'll dedicate this one to the folks going to Cuba.
Sounds good. The Cuban 8 is a maneuver that was invented quite by accident in 1936 at the Miami Air Races by an aerobatic pilot by the name of Len Povey. And during that show that he did, he was too low at the top of the maneuver. So he did what Bill Leff is going to do here. He's going to roll the airplane upright after 5/8 of a loop. And then he'll do the same thing in the opposite direction, just like Len Povey did. And he was so surprised all the other people who were at the air show. They'd never seen the maneuver before, and they asked him what the maneuver was. And since he was training the Cuban Air Force pilots to fly aerobatics, Len Povey replied with 2 words in Spanish, Ocho Cubano, Cuban 8, and the name has stuck for all those years since 1936. And there's the Cuban 8. That worked out pretty well, Bill.
Okay, next we're going to reposition and do a good old-fashioned barnstormer's loop followed by a horizontal 8. I'll be doing about 4 G's in the vertical loop and about 3 G's on the horizontal 8.
All right, we'll be looking for it. Now, one of the reasons that Bill is really limiting his chatter on the radio with me is because the stick in this airplane does not reach up as high as the stick in his old airplane. So in order to get all the deflections and controls he needs with that shorter stick, he's got to use 2 hands on the stick, so he can't be pressing the mic button on the throttle and talking. This is the barnstormer's loop, quickly climbing to about 1,000 feet above the ground. Experiencing 4 times the force of gravity on the initial all the way around this flat 8. The pilot maker was one of the names given to this aircraft. More pilots learn to fly in this aircraft than any other. Production numbers say maybe as high as 22,000 were built.
Hey, next, Rob, we're going to make a low pass. Play a little game with the landing gear.
Oh, some games with the landing gear? We just want it to function properly.
And we're going to follow that by a high alpha pass.
Copy that. All right, let's watch Bill, the landing gear on the Texan, fold up into the fuselage. They are very close together, and when he rolls the airplane, you might be able to see the wheels, but watch him roll it on its back. Now watch the wheels up here. Look at that. All right, I saw the wheels go up. But did you raise or lower the landing gear?
I extended them.
Extended the wheels, okay. Okay, I'll buy that. Now, Bill's going to slow it
It's a little
down.
windy up here today, so we're going to see how slow we can make this airplane go. We've been doing about 200 miles an hour or so during the other maneuvers. Let's see if we can get her down to about 70 or 80.
All right, we're looking for it. He's going to now slowly pull the nose up and pull the throttle back to slow the aircraft down.
One time it was so windy I actually parked in front of the crowd.
Oh my goodness. He's got the flaps, I believe, extended as well. Now as the nose comes up, 90.
75. 70. Head on the verge of the stall. Alright, here we go back.
The power will come back on. He'll raise the landing gear. I know, well, he may keep the landing gear down here. Are you going to leave the gear down, Bill?
We're going to clean it up. We're going to do a 4-point roll, a couple camera passes, and then a salute to our veterans.
I understand. Okay, Bill Leff's got the gear tucked back up in there. And he'll set up for a 4-point hesitation roll. This will involve getting the airplane in a slightly nose-up attitude. He'll throw the stick over to the left.
A 4-point roll salute to the 4 major services.
He'll stop at every 90 degrees of rotation. This is the 4-point hesitation roll. Knife edge for 190 degrees, 180 to inverted, 270 to knife edge, and the final 90 degrees back to upright.
Very good. One each for the Air Force, the Navy, the Army, and the Coast Guard.
And the Marine Corps, of course, being part of the Navy.
You betcha.
As our friend Wayne Boggs says, the men's department.
I'll leave that alone since I've been spending time here at Oceana.
I'm getting some bad eyes from some Navy folks right now.
Okay, get the cameras out.
Cameras out on this. Here comes the photo pass with Bill Leff. Tell us about the paint job, Bill. Oh, he will in a minute after the roll.
So this represents the 56 Fighter Group, which in World War II fought in France. It was the outfit of the famous Gavin Kabreski.
Well, it's a great way to honor him.
Okay, Rob, this is going to be my last pass, and this is my salute to all the veterans, especially the Vietnam vets, my fellow soldiers when I served in the early 1970s, but all those folks in the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the Coast Guard, the U.S. Army. Man, let's Merchant Marine.
That sounds great. All of those folks who have served so selflessly to keep us free and keep us safe.
And don't forget our first responders.
Absolutely not. I won't forget that at all.
This is a victory roll for you folks.
There's Bill Leff. Let's give him a nice round of applause, everybody. Thank you, Bill Leff. Listen, they're applauding for you now. Do you hear that?
There, I love it.
Thanks, partner. We'll see you on the ground. Bill started flying gliders when he was just 14 years of age. He since has flown more than 200 types of aircraft and flown over 1,000 performances in his Texas now. And that other one that experienced the engine failure is in the process of being restored in Bill's shop. So he'll eventually have 2 Texans to fly around the country as he travels from East Coast to West Coast all over, flying this remarkable airplane that was dubbed the Pilot Maker. This particular aircraft was actually used in the Korean conflict during the beginning of the jet age, that first jet war. There was a problem with the jets trying to find ground targets. They were moving so fast they couldn't see them, and so North American Aviation took some of these Texan trainers from World War II, re-outfitted them with white phosphorus rockets, and they were designated forward air control aircraft. They would fly low and slow over the battlefield, trying to attract ground fire or searching out targets of opportunity. When they find one, they circle back around. They fire the Willie Peeps, the white phosphorus rockets. Those white phosphorus rockets would put out huge volumes of white smoke, and then the forward air controller in the Texan, flying what was known as the mosquito mission, could then call up to the fast-moving jets and say, hit the smoke. And so this World War II trainer that first flew in 1938 was actually flying in combat in 1950.